in those years to come, but it is in the love that you put in those years that matters.
Good afternoon, everyone. What a beautiful venue. What a beautiful day for a beautiful Diamond Jubilee celebrant, Gina. I was very excited when Gina had asked me to come to her celebration of life today, 60th birthday. And this is a great party today. And as you guys know, one of the best things about having a Filipino party is that if you ever have an incident, there's a lot of nurses here, so you're not gonna have any issues. Who do we have as nurses here that Gina?
Open heart surgery nurses here.
Okay, so I would like to know who's watching the hospital right now.
We are retired.
Oh, you're retired. Okay. Not so much of a concern. Okay, so I met Gina. Her brother just mentioned William Patterson College. I met Gina, we're not going to say how many years ago, at William Patterson College, and guess where I met her? If you're getting some clues from her brother, I met Gina in the library. And of course, you know, when you see a fellow Filipino, you say, "Are you Filipino?" Right? That's how we say it, right? So she was sitting there with a nursing book that was yay thick, right? And she has this highlighter, and the book was highlighted, and I asked her, I said, "Have you been reading that?" She goes, "Oh, this is my second time reading the book." I'm like, you know, we all went to school, right? And I must say, I have not read the whole book myself. I just tried to skim through it. So we have someone here who's not only read the book, the entire book, but twice. Okay, so that in and of itself, you can tell what kind of a person Gina is. So, you know how diamonds are, right? We'll talk about diamonds since this is her diamond celebration. Diamonds, when you found them, they are rough, right? And keep that in mind while I say this. So, Gina is not just a beautiful friend to me. She, to me, is a beautiful inspiration. And when I grow up, I would like to be like her. And I will tell you why, okay? So each and every one of us, I will tell you that life is all about the choices we make, okay? So everything that had led you up to this day is all about the choices you make. So Gina has made many choices in her life, and she has always made the best choices, not necessarily the easiest ones. What I mean by that is that, and we may not necessarily see this, but let's take the time to appreciate the beautiful person that she is. You know, when someone, we all want to exercise and we all look good, but do we actually take the time and say, okay, we get up and say, okay, I don't feel like doing it today. I don't think that's Gina. Gina's not like that. And if there's a choice of what's being served, she's gonna obviously choose the better food than the one that tastes better, right? So what I'm saying is that, and even with the way she conducts herself, she always chooses the right thing. It may not always be the choices that have made her popular with her family, even with her friends, who she will tell you what is right for you, but it's not may not necessarily be what you want to hear. But yeah, so in all the choices that she makes them with discipline, with care, and with the right intention and the right heart, okay? So the point I'm making is, in life, we all make choices. It's hard to stay healthy, but it's also hard not to be healthy. It's hard to stay in school, but it's hard not to be educated. So to me, Gina is one of the people who chose which heart she picked. So with that, I just want to end that Gina is an epitome of discipline, hard work, and success. She's successful in her career, in her social life, in her family life, most especially in her family life. And so I will end this by saying that, I started again earlier when I say this is a diamond celebration. So diamonds, the way they become the shiny diamond that she is through hard work and through friction and through a lot of heart dedication. So we can all learn from Gina, and we want to celebrate the beautiful life that she is. And again, it's a privilege for me to be her friend, and I think that everyone here has an appreciation for how beautiful Gina is at her 60th birthday, and I wish you all the best, and may God bless you always.
This is your gift.
Eyeliner? Really? Okay. Who wants to take the microphone?
I'll make this short. I know we are running out of time. Gina, you are now 60 again and fabulous. But to those who have not known her age, she could easily pass for 30. No one would have thought that you have seen and saved many patients as they come to you and seek help from health deterioration and or possible disabling complications, if not death. Our friendship started 2 decades ago, sharing our lives at work, and yes, as mothers trying to maintain a balance of crazy hospital work and demanding motherhood. We developed strong bond over the years. One day, I got into a situation myself that needed a vascular intervention, and you being a nurse practitioner in that department was the first person I saw. Right away, you came up with a couple of differential diagnoses, a plan of care, and of course, hooked me to the best vascular surgeon that you have in your department. In short, I was scheduled immediately, got the procedure done, and fixed, out, done. Gina thinks fast. She is smart and knowledgeable in her field of practice, compassionate to her patients, and have guided countless and young professionals, and an excellent collaborator with other team for a faster delivery of care. Tonight, we are celebrating the many good years you brought to so many lives. Happy birthday to you, Gina, an amazing colleague and a friend.
All right, thank you so much, everyone. And at this time, we're going to do the cake. Sorry if I'm rushing everybody. We have like 10 more minutes left to do everything. At this time, let me call on Michael and Nicholas to say some short message to your mom.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to celebrate this special day with us. I was thinking of what story I wanted to tell that best shows who my mom is as a person. And the truth is that I couldn't think of any, because the stories about her selflessness, hardworking nature, and responsibilities never have a proper ending, because my mom never stops. I wish I could tell you that my mom is a relaxed woman with an easy job that spends her days after work sipping wine and watching Netflix. That she didn't have to face the uncertainty of leaving her third world country home and building a life for herself out of nothing. I wish I could tell you that she didn't need to study for hours on end while raising a newborn, and that she didn't need to spend decades as a nurse and MP caring for the sick. I wish I could tell you that her work days end when she leaves the hospital, that she didn't have to come home to a disabled husband with a failing kidney, that she didn't have to face the financial burden of putting 2 bratty children through college, and put food on the table every night, only to do it again and again, the next day and the next. My mom has not led an easy life, but she has always faced every challenge with integrity, patience, and grit. In a world where so many people are so soft, My mom shows me every day that if you want a good life, you have to fight for it and work for it. This is why when I think about the type of person that I want to be, that I want my future children to be, I always come back to my mom. I say all this because my mom is not the type of person to sing her own praises. She's a woman of action. She works hard, does what's right, and helps who she can. Whether it's financially helping her friends through COVID times, supporting her elementary school's feeding program, which fed over 400 children, providing the many, many antibiotic prescriptions for friends and family. Mom, thank you for always taking care of me, Dad and Nick. You've kept us safe while keeping our house running like a well-oiled machine and set an example for all of us to follow. From the three of us, please take this day to relax and finally take your foot off the gas pedal. I love you, Mom.
Let me call on Nicholas.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicholas, the youngest son of Gina. She wanted me to write a speech, but I just couldn't think of anything that long, so I just came up with a small list of a few things I'm thankful for my mom on a day-to-day basis, so sorry it's not too long. So the first thing is, thank you for buying our suits so that we can match our dress. I'm sorry that we couldn't find the burgundy tie that you wanted, but I think red was close enough. What else? Thank you for washing the dishes every day, even though I tell you to always use a dishwasher. Let's see. Thank you for waking up at 5:30 a.m. every day to put my toast in the toaster. It's very helpful. Thank you for making or buying us food when we're too lazy to choose what we want for dinner. Let's see. Thank you for taking the time to fill up my car up with gas because I'm too scared to drive sometimes. And of course, thank you for helping me get the job at University Hospital because I know I wouldn't have been able to get a job if it wasn't for you. And that's all. Thank you so much and happy birthday.
I'm just gonna request my sister, I know we're running late, she wanted to really do well do this.
Good afternoon, everybody. On this special day, we are not just celebrating another year, but a year. We are celebrating my amazing sister, Gina. Yeah, this is my first time. They thought that we are 12 children. This is fine. Gina is the youngest among 10 children of Alfredo and Emilia Cruz of Pangasinan, Philippines. They were blessed with 8 boys and 2 girls. I will always remember that time when Gina was a baby. I used to cradle her in a hut made of cloth, made by my mother, so she can fall asleep. This was my assignment, and I felt I am her babysitter. Baby Gina was a good and well-behaved baby as long as I swung the hammock back and forth until she fell asleep. So, growing up was so difficult and challenging, and I remember when I wanted to play with my friends, I cannot leave the house. I have to carry Gina with me whenever I go. As most of us know, growing up poor in the Philippines can present numerous challenges. Families struggle to afford basic necessities like food. I remember that my parents always feed us rice mixed with condensed milk. Right? Nicholas, it's your mom's favorite food. Rice with condensed milk. Well, it resulted for Gina always having bumps on her head. Gina always excelled in her studies. She was always given a medal of accomplishment by the school. And my parents were proudly and happily pinned on her on Recognition Day. To my younger sister Gina, may your birthday be filled with a joy to everyone's life. I love you. God bless.
That's pushing it. I mean, it's from the heart. Gina, thank you so much for your friendship. Very valuable to me. And all the love you show to our friend Nino. We can't just say how beautifully you treat him and how well you care for him. We're so thankful.
Okay, hello everyone, I'm sorry, I've been crying all this time, so I know we're running late, and thank you for all the beautiful messages that you shared with me. So actually, it's a beautiful day to get sick today. You know why? We have doctors, physician assistants, ICU nurses. Who else we have here? We have nurse practitioners. We have a pharmacist too. What else you want? You want to have your computer fixed? We have IT here. We got everybody to run the hospital. So we're actually fully staffed. I don't know who's working in the hospital right now. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming on this special occasion. You made my 60th birthday so memorable. And I'm so grateful that you all took the time out of your busy life to celebrate with me and my family. Turning 60 is not just a number. It's a reflection of our journey filled with growth, challenges, laughter, and so many cherished memories. Looking back, I feel incredibly grateful for all the experiences that have shaped me, the relationships that have supported me, and the lessons I've learned along the way. I wouldn't be who I am today without all of you on my side in this room. There have been ups and downs in our life, and that's one of me too. But through it all, I've been blessed with the love and encouragement of the people in this room. And that for me is the greatest gift of all. So, I would like to take you back on my 60 years of my life's journey. It began when I was 19, when I arrived here in New Jersey, eager to embrace new opportunities. I started working at this electronic company, just like what my brother Ernie had mentioned, surrounded by fellow immigrants at the time. The cultural differences were overwhelming, and my limited English made me communication so challenging. Yet, I was thrilled to earn $3.75 that time. And I remember one day, I went home and I was so thrilled telling all my brothers, like, I won a lotto. that for a job well done, my supervisor told me that he would increase my rate by a nickel, which I wasn't even aware of the value of it at the time. I thought it was like $1,000. So back in the day, it was a very significant amount. I was so happy. I was earning, I believe, $200 a week. Recognizing the need for growth and financial stability, my brother Ernie, the one who gave us all this story, encouraged me to go back to school. With the support of my family, my brothers who drove me to school, picked me up on weekends, my sister-in-law Mila fixing pancit lumpia for me to take, back to the dorms. Guys, I'm very, very thankful. With the support of my family, my brothers, and my mom, our mom, I navigated the complexities of the U.S. school system. I learned about grants and financial aid. Determined to prove my capabilities, I dedicated myself to my studies, and just what Nerissa said. I was holding a highlighter and a book back that time. This commitment led me to a fulfilling career in the healthcare system, where I have the privilege of assisting the sick and the elderly. Looking back, I realized that hard work, patience, dedication, and the support of your family the most can transform challenges into success. At this time, I would like to ask my brother Ernie to kindly stand for a brief moment. Please, Kuya. I would like to take this opportunity to thank and appreciate you for what you've done to the family. Since we don't see each other every day, I would like to personally tell this to everybody. He has been the driving force behind all of this. His support opened doors and brought me countless opportunities. He encouraged me to go back to school in the 80s. Without his support and belief in me, I would likely still be stuck in a less lucrative position with no opportunities for growth. He was the reason I continued to push myself to strive for more back then. Not only has he provided physical and financial support to our family, but he has also been the backbone of my success here in the States. He helped all of us, reach our potential. And I'm truly grateful, Kuya, for everything you've done to us, and together with your wife, Mila, who's joining us today, who came from Florida just to be with me today. Thank you, sorry, Kuya, you may take your seat. Thank you. To my wonderful husband, Neil, thank you for being my rock through all these years. To my sons, Michael and Nicholas. Watching both of you grow into the persons you are today fills my heart with pride and joy. Though you have your own busy life and responsibilities, your thoughtfulness and care for me and your dad never go unnoticed. Thank you for everything you do, not just today, but every day, for making this journey so much easier and joyful. And I don't have a glass. So, to many more years of love, laughter, and shared memories. Love you both guys, Michael, Nicholas, and Neil. And to all my brothers and sisters, my nieces and nephews who are here, my friends, my co-workers from Beth Israel, my colleague from University Hospital, Thank you so much. Thank you. And I also would like to personally thank my nieces who helped me a lot, Katrina and Monica. Job well done. Thank you. I love you all.
So I have a special announcement. So they said, I was informed that we have until 5 p.m. here. So, to anyone who still wants to give message to Gina, the mic's still open. Otherwise, we're gonna do the cake. Oh, sorry. I see somebody standing up.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Carlene. I work with Gina, the PA cardiac surgery at the now closed Bethesda Hospital. I just wanted to say, Gina, you look wonderful. You don't age. We don't age. We just more mature. More mature. Age is just a number. And Gina is, as everyone has mentioned, she's very caring, loving. She works hard, very friendly to everyone at the hospital. We always have a lot of fun. I remember when she was going back to school for MPN, she came and she says, Carlene, you have any, of your stuff that you use? And I loaned her some of my stuff. She went to school. I'm so proud of you. You finished and you're doing well. Beautiful family, children. And if anyone knows or read the Bible, it talks about a Proverbs 31 woman. And when you get time, you can go home and you can read it, and that's what I see in Gina. She gets up, she takes care of her family, she is blessed, she is better than rubies. She is wonderful. And I just wanted to say, may God bless you for many, many more happy and healthy years. Love you, Gina.
Anyone else? So if there's no one else, I guess we have to do the cake now, okay? I just want to ask Auntie Gina to go to the cake so we can sing. Everybody, we can sing happy birthday to her. So may I request the husband and the sons to go with Auntie Gina on the birthday cake table. So at this time, I'm going to ask everybody to stand up onto their feet. Everybody stand up as we sing. Everybody sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Brothers to come join, please. Thank you. right here. All the in-laws, come on.
Can we get the nieces and nephews, grandnieces and nephews to join to celebrate, please? And significant others as well. Yeah? Nieces, nephews, grandnieces, grandnephews, and in-laws as well. As soon as we can clear the cake from the dance floor, we can go ahead and get started with dancing all over again, yeah?